In this screencast, I want to show you how you can create release channels for your modules using NPM's Dist-Tag feature. And so for this, I created a little demo repo, and this package is already published to NPM on version 4.6.12. And now I want to install this package in a little demo repository that I made. So I'm doing npm install save dist-tags. And you see what we end up with is the version 4.6.12 of this package, which is the one I just showed you on the website, the latest one. And now in this package before version 4.6.12, obviously there were some versions on the 3 point whatever version track. And so I have this branch which has the latest 3 point versions on them. And let's suppose there are a lot of users still stuck on this version and they can't migrate, but I have a security fix, an important fix I want to get out to them so they're at least secure. So in this case, I'll just do npm version patch. This is just demo code, so I'm just going to bump the versions here. And I want to publish this version so they can, my users can get a new and important security fix. So I have created this patch version, and now I'm going to publish it so that my users can download it. I'm just running npm publish. And now let's go back to the demo repository and try to install this package again. Because what we end up with now is if we remove the installed package and then install this again, what we end up with is no longer version 4.6.12, but version 3.2.14. Why is that happening? Even though there is a higher version available on NPM, what we get is 3.2.12. So what NPM implicitly does is when running npm install, it's going to install the version that has the latest dist-tag attached to it. And npm does that automatically during publish time. So when I did npm publish here, what happened under the hood is tag is latest, and that just happens automatically. But in this case, we don't want everyone to get the new version 3.2.12. We only want our old users to get it, not the new ones. So there's a way to fix this using the dist-tag command. So I can just do npm dist-tag add, and then I type the package name, and then the version, which is 4.6.12, and I want this to be the latest one, so I specify the latest tag, which is the one used by npm by default. And now, if I remove the specified version here again, and then install this package again, I again end up with version 4.6.12 by default, which is exactly what we want. But there's a way to get this right from the beginning. So let's suppose there's another patch that I want to get out there, which is version 3.2.15. I can now just run npm publish and directly use a tag that is not latest. So in this case, I could use previous, or I could use 3.x latest, something that makes sense. So this is pretty much a channel where you can install the older versions under. So I'm just going to use 3.x latest, and this will publish version 3.2.15 publicly on the npm registry. And now all the old users that are stuck on version 3 will automatically get this when they have version ranges. So if they do 3.2.0, for example, or 3.0.0 in their package JSON, then they will automatically get this version. But, and I can again repeat this exercise here, if I'm a new user and I'm going to install this package for the first time, I will get the highest version number and not the latest one. So again, I can install it and I will end up with version 4.6.12 again. So this is how you would use dist-tags for doing security updates for older versions. But now I want to show you how you can use this to create release tags for future versions. And so I'm going to move back to my master branch where I'm on version 4.6.12. And now I decide that I want to introduce some very new features that require some rewriting, and I probably won't get this right in the first try, so there are still a lot of bugs and it's not yet stable. So I'll just create a new next branch here, and let's suppose I just rewrote all the code in the meantime, so I'll just publish version 5.0.0 now. But this time, again, I'm not going to just do npm publish, but I'll attach a tag to it. In this case, the next tag. And so now, again, version 5.0.0 is going to be publicly available on the npm registry, and everyone can install it if they explicitly specify the version number 5.0.0 or the tag next, but they won't end up with version 5.0.0 by default, which means all our existing users won't get this version unless they explicitly opt into it. And now I can show you this and we can verify it. So if we run npm install in a fresh package here, we end up with version 4.6.12. But if I explicitly tell npm to install this under the next, using the next dist-tag, I will get version 5.0.0 again, which is pretty cool, because now I can invite users to try out version 5.0.0. They can use the existing tools and workflows, and they will probably, as this version is so new, report some bugs for me. So I can fix them, create new patch versions, so in this case version 5.0.1, and then I can just publish them again with the next tag, and then again my beta users will get all this, my mainstream users won't ever notice, and that's pretty cool. It's a cool workflow to get these new versions to a majority before getting them onto everyone. But instead of using the tag command line flag here, I want to show you another cool trick, because you can add a publish config field to your package.json, which is a map of config that is going to be overwritten for the npm CLI during publish time. So I can just do publish config in the package.json and set the tag to next, which means whenever I run publish now, it's automatically going to be the next tag, not the latest tag. So I can do npm publish, so that version 5.0.1 is available on the npm registry. And again, I can install this under the next tag, and I'll get version 5.0.1. But if I just install this as a new user, I will just get the usual version 4.6.12, which is currently stable. And now this moves on and on and on. I'll do more patch fixes, my users report more bugs, and at some point I'll arrive at some confidence that version 5.0.0 is what everyone should get, because it's stable and it's nice and all the new features are exactly as planned. So now we can move the next version over to the latest tag so that everyone who installs this package will get it by default, and we can use the npm dist-tag command for this. So I'll do npm dist-tag add, and then I'll specify the package name and the version number I want the tag to be attached to, and then I'll choose latest, which means it moved the latest tag onto this version, and I can go to this package again. And only now, if I do npm install without any specifiers or anything, I will end up with version 5.0.0. And this is very nice, because using distribution tags, you can use the next channel, you can call it beta or canary or whatever you want. But using this technique, you can let your early adopters and testers try out new versions that are not 100% stable. They can use their existing tools, their existing workflows. They just need to change the version number. It's all available publicly. There's no overhead. Everything is just like before. But the new version is not a default for new and existing users unless you explicitly decide so. So this is how you do release channels with npm's dist-tag feature.